Hello everyone, MFPallytime here, and welcome back to Diablo 3. It's been a little while since we've said that. Path of Exile and Diablo both had their new season start on the very same day. I was a little bit torn which game I would play, but I decided we played PoE last season. This season, I'm going to be jumping back into Diablo. I decided I would try something new as well. I leveled up a Necromancer. We're sitting at level 70, Paragon 55, so pretty early in our season's journey. But it's been an interesting one. I can't say I've really enjoyed my gameplay too much on the way up to level 70. Hopefully some of that's going to be changing here soon. Holly actually decided to level up with me, and she's going to try the season out a bit. So Holly was actually playing as a monk, and she was using an item called the Gundo Gears for the monk, as you guys may know if you've seen my content on YouTube here before. Monk is actually my favorite class, so she wanted to play something that I was comfortable with, that I could help her learn, and she decided that Exploding Palm, Juliana set, and Gundo Gears was going to be the way to go. She actually got Gundo Gears really early on, so she was able to spread her Exploding Palm out to a lot of enemies very, very quickly. And I was using an ability, here, let me get out of combat. I was using an ability called Frailty, with the Volatile Death rune, which cursed enemies explode for 100% weapon damage. So I was using this to curse like every enemy on the screen that I could, and then when those guys were cursed, we were grouping them up. She was applying Exploding Palm, and we were blowing up entire screens at a time. That was very, very fun. I enjoyed that quite a lot. However, outside of that interaction between our two classes, I haven't really found too much to latch onto with the Necromancer, I have to be honest. And I'm still optimistic. I think I'll find something that I really like. But on the way up, it was kind of weird. I was using skeletal mages. I tried all these different runes. We can summon in these archers sometimes, and that was okay. And they were following me around, and they were hitting stuff. I was using the Command Golem. Which one did I like? This one, where he becomes a tornado and just spins on stuff. That one was really fun. I guess I can show you in just a second. We were using these super long 2-minute cooldown things with Army of the Dead to try out some different stuff with that. I mean, look at that. That's just visually stunning. That is just awesome. Like, the effects for this class are just great. I just didn't really feel that connection with my character. So once we were done leveling up, I was very unlucky with my challenge rift. This is what I have so far. Reliana's Shadow Hook. Every point of maximum essence increases your damage by 0.5, and Bone Spikes generate 5 additional essence. So I got that, and I mean, that's good. Don't get me wrong, that's good. That's a damage increase. We like that. I've been trying to go for other two-hand scythes to try to roll other effects to put them into the cube. And unfortunately, this is the only other one I've gotten, and I've tried 5 times. I've gotten this thing 4 fucking times in a row, and from my understanding, there's only a pool of 4 two-hand scythes to pick from. So I've gotten very, very unlucky. But this allows us to, each different poison skill increases the damage of your poison skills by 79%. Pretty low roll on that. It can go up to 100. But we've been trying to make that work. So I just threw together like a poison, just a poison build really quick. I was trying out this Nova effect. I was going with Bone Spirits with Panic Attack. And I was basically just trying to throw as much poison at enemies as possible to try to AoE them down. And it was going okay. Once again, I just didn't feel like it was that impactful, and it wasn't necessarily resonating with me very much. We finished our season's journey almost. We're at the tail end here. I had 2 things left to do, and that's what I wanted to do in today's video. The season's journey, if you don't know, when you start playing, you have these little objectives that you can complete that you could see on the screen right now. And as you do these objectives, you get rewards. So chapter 1 doesn't actually give you anything, but once you complete chapter 2, you get 2 pieces of gear. Off the top of my head, I believe it was our hands and helmet this time around. Oop, whoop. Swapped out my gem. I could probably put a purple one in there and that'd be fine. But so I think part of my struggle with Necromancer so far is the Tragules set is the free set for Necromancer this season. And if we go ahead and we take a look at those set bonuses, Blood Rush gains the effect of every rune. What is Blood Rush? Well, Blood Rush is an ability that allows us to teleport around. Once again, talking about the monk, it's like Dashing Strike. It allows us to be very maneuverable, but it sacrifices our health, which is actually kind of neat. I do like that effect. But it allows us to teleport around quite a bit. And great mobility skill. Really, really like it. So I'm fine with that. I think that's great. The 4-piece set, we worked on the next chapter, Chapter 3. We knocked all of these out last night, or actually this morning, and got the 4-piece set. While at full life, your healing from skills is added to your maximum life for 45 seconds, up to 100% more. Which, once again, is like, okay, that's cool. The issue I'm having here is that I'm not getting any damage increases from any of this. So I felt like I was slugging all the way through the leveling process. We get to the level cap, we're knocking out these chapter things, and I'm still just dealing no damage to anything. And it's been frustrating. It's been really frustrating. But I think part of the reason it's been frustrating is because I've seen Holly get these really big power spikes ahead of me. And I'm really competitive with progress. I like to be ahead of people, and that's been getting to me. I did just run split bounties on Torment 6. I went to a pug, and I gotta be honest, I got completely carried the entire way, but we did get the Ring of Royal Grandeur. Very important item for us, at least at this stage for me, because it reduces the number of items needed for set bonuses. I got very lucky with gambling on my blood shards and got the Tragul's Hide, which means I technically have the 6-piece set right now. So this is our first big damage spike of my entire play session so far, and your life spending abilities deal 3,800 increased damage, and your healing from skills is increased by 100%. So if I change up my build and use things that drain my life, for instance, like Corpse Lance, Blood Lance, it's going to deal 3,800 more damage, which is quite a lot. Now, like I said, I have not been lucky with re-rolling scythes. The augment for this season is that you can put like additional weapons or additional armor, anything like that you want to put into the cube. So I wanted to save some stuff for today. I know this was a very long intro. I was just catching you guys up on everything that happened. I wanted to save some stuff for today's video to show just how big of a power spike we're actually walking into right now. So I'm going to put everything back to the way it was. And I'm just gonna go kill a few mobs, and you guys can see how shit my gameplay experience has been so far. And I'm not trying to say this is like Blizzard's fault or that Necromancer is bad. This is, like I said, my first time really playing the class, so I'm certainly not comfortable with it. And I've been trying to make sense of it the best that I could, but it's still my experience. You know what I mean? Just because there's a better way to play that you may know of, and I don't know of it, doesn't mean that my experience changed. You know what I'm saying? So this is Torment 4. We have bone armor here, and I can hit stuff with bone armor, and it stuns everything in the area. And then we're able to kind of put some skeletal mages down in the pile here, and those mages are AoE poison. They don't follow me around like other pets would. Instead, they have that set position. And then when we get to a boss, I spam Bone Spirit, because that's my hardest hitting single target ability. And it's not that bad on Torment 4, as you can see. Like I said, I was doing Torment 6 in a split bounty, just public group, and I got completely carried. Like, I was not contributing at all, and I felt bad, but I didn't leave. So I guess I didn't feel that bad, I guess. But yeah, this is kind of it. You can see it's not the fastest. My leveling experience the entire way through when I was by myself was kind of at this pace as well. Wasn't very quick. But when I comboed those abilities, like I said, with Holly, when I was doing AoE and helping her explode her exploding palms when she was using Gundo gears, and I was using that effect on frailty with volatile death. That was super fun, and I was really enjoying that. But she's not going to play all the time, so we got to find some fun on our own. Now, I was saving a few things that I wanted to do for today's video. First of all, we are 11 out of 12 with Chapter 4. We just learned some more recipes with our Jewel Crafter. Now I'm going to put on my set. I think I might put these in the cube. Not going to use them all the time in the cube. I actually do have another pair of these Corpse Whisper Pauldrons. So what this does, corpse lance damage is increased by 28% for 3 seconds when you consume a corpse, and that stacks up to 20. We can use that to great avail with a certain setup. I have another pair here that's 28%, 27. Okay. They're both pretty bad, so we'll just take that one, because, okay. All right, we'll put this in the cube. Now, my Death Breath supply is actually pretty low. I did want to try to gamble one more time to see if we could do anything else, but we have 35. This only takes 5, so that's plenty. We'll go ahead and transmute that in and select that. So we have this effect without equipping the gear at all here. And then we can work on the rest of this. Okay, so to go along with our new theme of sacrificing our health constantly to deal increased damage with the set bonus, this is what I threw together. I think it'll be okay. We have bone spikes and blood spikes. This is to generate essence, and enemies bleed, and we heal for the bleed. Corpse Lance sacrifices health, deals a shit ton of damage. I actually really enjoy Corpse Lance. It's probably been the most fun part of the build for me so far. Oh, we have Blood Rush just from maneuverability. Death Nova with the Blood Nova rune. This sacrifices our health to deal damage around us. I think this could be very good with this new setup. There's also a two-hand scythe that plays really well into this that we don't have yet. Land of the Dead. This one I'm a little torn on. I think it's going to be a necessity with Corpse Lance. Land of the Dead, 2-minute cooldown. We drop it, and it makes a graveyard. Difficult to show off here, but lets us cast this Corpse Lance pretty much all of the time. We can spam it the entire fucking time. So it could be very, very, very good. And then Devour with Devouring Aura. I just set it and forget it. I don't have to do anything. And it's going to eat corpses around me to give me more essence. We have Overwhelming Essence for more essence. That goes along with our item in the cube. Bloodless Power. After losing 100% of your maximum life, all ability cooldowns are reduced by 20%. I'm hoping with how much we're going to be spamming abilities that lose life and collecting things with devotion, actually that's not relevant, but how much we're spamming stuff with our abilities to lose life, hopefully that makes this 2-minute cooldown a little bit better. What I was thinking, I got a little ahead of myself, is if we swap this over to Cannibalize, we can make it so minions restore more health to us, but then that's another button press that I have to hit. Maybe we want to do that, maybe we don't. Final Service so I don't die, and Fueled by Death so I run faster. It's Torment 4, I would like to clear through it as fast as I can. If that doesn't work, I don't really know what I would swap in. I don't really know. So, before we do another rift, I would very much like to try to craft another scythe. If we can get it to roll right, it could be very, very good. So, two-handed scythe, sovereign scythe, beautiful. So we're going to take this bad boy, go over to the cube, and just in case you didn't know about this, there's a book at the bottom. It has a bunch of different crafting recipes in here. We're specifically focused on the upgrade rare item, the Hope of Cain. We fill this with the materials that we got. Takes 25 death breath and a bunch of other crafting materials. And hopefully we don't get another one of the shadow hook. Ooh, that's different. Death no. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Okay, this could be very, very good. This could be very good. So now we're going to take that new item. We're going to extract the legendary power and put this in our cube. And because of Season 20 affects, we can have 2 different weapon effects in here at the same time. And now This new spell that we're using, Death Nova, is going to deal 400% increased damage for every enemy within 25 yards. So with all of these changes coming into play, let's go back to the same area that we were at before. That'll do. Let's see if we can find a pack. Seriously, there has not been an elite pack. I had to go to an entirely different area. It's absolutely smashing stuff, though. And as we kill things, our maximum life also gets increased. Okay, here we go. So this is just our Nova. You ready? Yeah. Yeah. That'll do. It's quite the upgrade. Now, unfortunately, our season's journey is going to be a little anticlimactic now because we already have the 6-piece bonus with the gloves that we gambled for and the Ring of Royal Grandeur. But this is my first Greater Rift, boys. Torment 20, that's what we need. Or Greater Rift 20, that's what we need, right? Yeah. So if we knock this out, not only do we get our first Greater Gem, which is obviously a great way to start scaling up our power as well. Oh, look at that. Here's the bone spears that I was talking about. Absolutely my favorite part of the character. The only issue is that it requires corpses. So if you don't have any corpses nearby, then you're actually just screwed. You actually can't just cast it. Obviously, we're going to be able to completely demolish this. There's a trick with Diablo where you can bind a key to your numpad. And if you turn your numpad on, it continuously casts that key. Oh, I see. So I consumed a bunch of corpses there to get health back. Literally fucking one-shot that elite, dude. Like it was nothing. Okay, I kind of wish I could unbind a ranged attack from my left click because it keeps having me stop. That's one thing that Path of Exile does very right, is they let you rebind everything. So if I just want to move on my left click, I can do that. However, I can just hold down middle mouse as well. Same thing. Get fucked, dude. Get out of here. Yeah, I actually envisioned me using the Corpse Lance a lot more. The AoE from the Death Nova is actually ridiculous. I know we just got that item to upgrade it, but it's actually insane. I thought maybe we would have a problem keeping our essence like active and high, but then devouring corpses easily makes up for that, no problem. But because I'm devouring corpses, that means I'm not actually using the Corpse Lance too much. When we get to the boss, I'll summon in the graveyard and we'll Corpse Lance him down like there's no tomorrow. We have a channeling pylon right now, so we can actually move quite a lot. But look at that damage, dude. That is such a drastic improvement over what I was doing 10 minutes ago. Drastic improvement. All right, so we cast our little graveyard. One right click, maybe. Yep, that'll do it. Your first Greater Rift, you always get the Bane of the Powerful. 20% increase to damage when you're fighting elites. This has to go in your ring slot. I actually don't have, or ring or amulet slot. I actually don't have very many Death Breaths left, if I even have any. I have one. Okay, I have one. So we're gonna have to put a slot in something. The next Greater Rift gives a guaranteed gem as well. After we slot this in, I'll run that really fast. Well. Whoop. All right, gotta farm some Death Breath. Okay. Because our season journey is technically completed, or less the first portion of it, we can enlist in more, which gives us some extra stuff as well. But because it's done, we got some mail. It has our gift in it. If we open the gift, it has the rest of the set, which we already are using. You know what? That chess piece is probably an upgrade. I think I'm still using like a level 60 chess piece. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, that'll do! So the new chess piece actually didn't have any vitality on it, which is, you know, less than ideal. But we just put a purple gem in our helmet, which gives us 19% more life, which made up for the vitality loss. We're still pretty squishy, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to run another really quick Greater Rift. Maybe I'll empower this one. Nah, not worth. Not worth. We'll just run it. Man, that is very satisfying to just completely obliterate everything I'm walking into. It's pretty satisfying. Especially, like I said, considering earlier we were barely managing to kill anything. Actually, before we're done here, I want to take it up to Torment 6 and see if I can actually contribute to a Rift run, because I actually felt, or a bounty run, I actually felt really bad. It took me probably 10 minutes per single bounty on Torment 6, so maybe we'll try to pay it forward, you know? Go in and just do bounties for the sake of helping out other people. Oh, we're out of essence, so I actually need corpses now. And I ate some corpses and we're good to go. I haven't been pressing the button at all. I'm ready, dude. Okay, good fight. Oh, phylactery. Okay, Legacy of Dreams. I wanted to talk about this because this was my backup plan. If things didn't go as well as they did, which magically they went fantastic with our items that we've gotten literally in this last half an hour. If things didn't go as well as they did, this was going to be my backup plan. This is how I was going to scale my damage. This is guaranteed to drop on your second rift, so you can get it very early in the season. To be clear, I should have been doing greater rifts earlier than what I did here. I just wanted to save them for the video because the content creation is important, okay? While you have no set bonuses equipped, every legendary item you have equipped increases your damage dealt by 3.75% and reduces your damage taken by 2%. If you rank this up to level 25 by talking to this lady here and just putting it in the slot, if you rank this up to 25, it's going to double the effect for ancient items. So even if something is a set piece, like our ancient Tragul scales here, it's going to get that double effect as long as we don't have the set bonus. So I was literally just going to throw on any legendaries at all, put this into one of our rings when I get a few more death breath, and then use that effect to scale up our damage, hopefully very, very well. Hopefully. That was the backup plan. Luckily for us, we actually finished the set, we got the bonus, and we're looking pretty good. So this is our foundation. This is how we're going to start our season's journey for Season 20. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it. This is going to be a new experience for me. Never really dove into Necromancer before. And I'm going to show you guys my progress periodically along the way. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you again very soon. Okay, bye.